My name is Greg Nilgis, and today's video is going to be in support of Sonora Desert Institute's FTH 202 Revolvers Module 2 assignment. And today's date is 4 May 2024. And first and foremost, no ammunition in the work area or video area. That'll carry forward through the rest of the video segments. Also, we have a safe firearm. This Taurus 38 Special. We've done a visual and we'll do a physical check of the cylinder, and it is safe. So we have a safe firearm. Go ahead and knock out my references at this time. The reference was the Module 2 lecture, and my secondary reference is the American Gunsmith Institute's Technical Manual and Armorer's Course for Taurus Revolvers, a DVD. Okay, next we're going to show the proper demonstration of the side plate, and for expedience, I have already removed the grip. Obviously the roll pin, the grip, and the 3 screws, but also for course criteria, we'll do a confirmation again of the revolver being clear of ammunition, visually and physically, and no ammunition is still in the workplace. So with that done, what I'll try to do is using my wooden handle and kind of holding not holding the side plate, but protecting it so it doesn't go flying. We're going to smack this a few times. Out my hand. There it goes. And that is how you remove the side plate without damaging it. Okay, with our side plate off and our cylinder removed, of course, we still have no ammunition in the workspace. We don't have a functional firearm at this time. We're going to point out some key components, their names, and what their role is within the cycle of operation. First, we have the hammer right here and the trigger right here, and they both have a direct role in both the cocking and firing cycle of operation. And right here, you can see right in front of the top of the hammer is the firing pin, the retaining pin for the firing pin, and the firing pin has a direct role in the firing operation. And let's see, right here is the transfer bar, and the transfer bar has a direct role in firing as well. Let's see what else we can look at here. The cylinder stop is located right here, right in front of the trigger, and you'll see it right here too. Or right now you won't, because it's not pushed up, I don't think. Can't tell from this angle, no it's not, but that's the cylinder stop right there. And the cylinder stop has a direct role in locking and an indirect role in the chambering mode of fire, or the cycle of operation rather. And the let's see, the hand, you see the hand right here, and the hand has a direct role in chambering and locking and an indirect role in cocking. The mainspring assembly right here, this is the assembly still in the firearm, and it has a direct role in firing and cocking. The trigger spring assembly right here, and it has a direct role in firing and cocking as well. And let's take a look at the cylinder, and I'll see if I can keep it focused without knocking the camera off here. Of course, we feed cartridges into the cylinder, and that would be the feeding. So the cylinder has direct roles in feeding, chambering, locking, unlocking, extracting, ejecting, and indirect in cocking. And then we could look at also the ejector, extractor, ejector, and it is a direct role in extracting and ejecting. Okay, we have a semi-assembled firearm. Side plate's off, but I do have the front screw in to retain the cylinder so it doesn't give us any problems. We have no live ammunition. We do have a safe firearm, nothing visually and nothing physically in the chamber. We're going to simulate at this point the feeding, and that is just manually dropping the rounds into the, in this case, snap caps into the cylinder. Once that is complete, close the cylinder, and it will lock. As you rotate it, it will lock via the cylinder stop, engaging the appropriate notch in the cylinder on the bottom, and that locks up the cylinder. So now that we've got that done, so we've got feeding and chambering. Well, we'll demonstrate chambering now. Let's just say this right here is the live cartridge. As we pull the trigger does multiple functions. It moves the hand, and the hand rotates the cylinder. Trigger also, via the trigger spring, hammer spring, and the resistance, also cocks the hammer. It's hard for me to do and maintain some smoothness here. That's all going on. The cylinder's rotating, and what happens is that cylinder was right here, or the cartridge right here comes to the top, and it'll briefly lock in with the cylinder stop. And as it locks in, right about there, the hammer is almost fully cocked, and the trigger is going to release the hammer in the double action mode. So that's the firing stage. And we release, it resets, and then we go to unlocking. Right there, the cylinder stop unlocks. Sorry about that. The cylinder stop unlocks the cylinder, and we repeat the process. So we've got the feeding, chambering, locking, firing, unlocking, and cocking. And then the only thing left to do is the extracting, which is manual. And you just push the extractor, and the rounds drop out. Okay, we've further disassembled the internals of the revolver. And so right now the only thing left is the hammer, transfer bar, the hand, the trigger, and the cylinder stop. Okay, we now have a fully stripped frame. All parts have been removed.